This week we found out what happened after the parade, and also Talkin' Mickey has finally gone silent. All that and more Disney news coming up this week on What in the World. Hi everyone and welcome to What in the World, the show where we take a look at the last 7 days of Disney World news. This week we'll start with Magic Kingdom as always, but don't forget to hang around for this week's merchandise update. So last week's big news story was the fact that the Maleficent Dragon had actually caught fire during the Festival of Fantasy parade in Liberty Square. So this left us wondering what would happen to the float itself, as well as what would Disney replace it with in the parade. Now, as we reported last week, Disney handled this very quickly and closed Liberty Square and Frontierland while the dragon was moved backstage. Now, as expected, the Festival of Fantasy parade returned the day after this incident. However, Disney replaced the section where the Maleficent Dragon comes along with a Easter float featuring Prince Philip and Aurora. Now, there's still no word on the Maleficent Dragon or what will happen to this, but just as a precaution, Disneyland Paris did turn their fire effects off while this was investigated as well. Now, back in What in the World in February on the very first show, we reported a story that some sources were saying that the Talkin' Mickey was going to go silent in May. Now, from the 13th, cast members confirmed the changes and Mickey will no longer be speaking to any guests. But the meet and greets will still take place as usual, only with the non-talking version of Mickey. Now, Disney hasn't commented on any of the changes so far, but this is believed to be down to A, cost to run this meet and greet as it is more expensive, and B, guest experience so that it is consistent throughout the parks. Now, through the years, Disney has made multiple movies based on their theme park attractions, some of them being good, like the first Pirates of the Caribbean, and others being bad, like their version of the Haunted Mansion starring Eddie Murphy. Well, these have been profitable enough for Disney to keep making them, and the latest endeavour will be the Jungle Cruise starring The Rock and Emily Blunt. Now, yesterday on The Rock's Instagram account, he shared a video of himself signing the biggest contract of his career based on the iconic opening day attraction, and he himself wants to make Walt proud.
This Monday, we start shooting our Disney's Jungle Cruise. Just delivered to my trailer is the biggest contract of my career. This movie meant a lot to Walt Disney himself. He was the very first skipper for the Jungle Cruise ride, so Walt, I would do everything in my DNA to make you proud.
No official release date has been revealed for the movie as of yet. Now, according to an internal memo to cast members, there will be a brand new signature restaurant coming to the Japan Pavilion in Epcot. The new restaurant will give guests a dining experience inspired by the natural beauty of Japan and will draw from both nature and takumi, which means artisan in Japanese. The restaurant will be operated by Mitsukushi USA, which also operates other dining locations and merchandise locations throughout the resort. Last week we had the location, but this week we have even more details on Disney's new space-themed restaurant. So we know that the new restaurant will be between Mission Space and Test Track, but now we know that guests will also enter through the far right side of Mission Space, similar to the Coral Reef restaurant next to the Seas with Nemo. Now, once in the departure lobby, you will board one of the 2 transportation chambers that will take you up into space, and these will give the illusion of lengthy travel via projections on the outside. At the end of this, guests will walk down a hallway and through the space cellar and out into a 2-tiered dining area, which will have large projections of space outside of the windows. Now, the restaurant will have a massive 400 seats, but the bar area itself, located on the upper tier, will only be able to seat 12 people. Now, the description of this does seem a little different from the concept art, but that's not a surprise, as concept arts are normally blue sky and things often do change before the final product is revealed. Disney Parks blog this week announced that during the Star Wars Galactic Nights on May 27th, there will actually be an Inside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge panel discussion. The panel will include several Imagineers who are currently working on the new land set to open next year. There will be talk about the progress of the land, as well as new details on Planet Batuu and also other surprises that Disney have not yet announced. Star of multiple Star Wars movies, Warwick Davis will also return as the official Galactic Nights host this year. Tickets for the event are on sale now and cost $129 or $114 for children. Now, while we're years away from stepping into the Star Wars themed hotel, one of the most exciting things will be the fact that your journey will continue from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge right through to the hotel itself. Disney will be building special interactions within Galaxy's Edge that will only be accessible if you are a guest at the hotel. These, however, are said to be well hidden so as not to detract anything from the guests who aren't staying at the Star Wars hotel. Now, hotel guests will be given missions that they need to complete, but Disney don't want guests to be waiting around like sometimes you do have to do at the portals of Sorcerer of the Magic Kingdom. So guests will be given side missions by a guide that will take up some of the waiting time until your main mission is available. And this is going to be one of the most immersive things that Disney has done in any of the parks to date. And I, for one, am very excited to experience this. Let me know in the comments below if you are too. Now, first up in other news this week, on Tuesday, WDW News Today was reporting that guests were being evacuated from Disney's yacht club due to lightning strikes at the resort. After reports of a loud thunder sound that shook the building, guests were evacuated and cast members were heard talking about the lightning strike. Firefighters were then called and guests were moved to the nearby convention centre to wait until the all clear had been given. Later in the day, guests were allowed back to their rooms, but lightning struck close by again just after this, causing the fire alarm to go off a second time. Guests were informed that if lightning strikes continue to take place, they may have to evacuate the resort, but luckily this didn't happen. Disney Photo Pass this week unveiled some brand new magic shots which can be taken at various locations around the resort, and this means you can now have more photos taken with your favourite characters than ever before. At Magic Kingdom, guests can stop by the casting agency to become the next Mouseketeer, or if you fancy heading back to New Fantasyland, then you may just spot Dumbo flying. Now, at the Mad Tea Party, you can pose with the Cheshire Cat, or if you like bigger cats, at Disney's Animal Kingdom you can get a photo with a border featuring the tiger cubs that were born last summer. Now, while in Animal Kingdom you might want to stop by Up, a Great Bird Adventure to spot Kevin, or at Planet Watch or the Polynesian have your photo taken with Pua. Let me know which one of those photos you're most excited to take on your next trip, or if you've already had a photo taken, post it to our Facebook or Twitter at What in the D World and we'll feature it on the show. Now it's time for this week's merchandise update, and we'll start with these brand new sliding puzzle phone cases. D-Tech On Demand released 17, yes, you heard right, 17 new phone cases that feature those fun sliding puzzles that everyone loves to mix up and then hates to get back right again. Now, these new cases retail at $34.99, but do not allow you to personalise them due to the size restrictions for the puzzle. There's various characters on here, so here's a quick look at some of the new cases. Now, for those ladies who love their Dooney and Burkes, there's a brand new Mickey Mouse Americana collection currently exclusive to Ever After Jewellery at Disney Springs. Now, these include a large purse that retails for $268, a crossbody bag that retails for $178, and a clutch for $158. Just a couple of days ago saw the royal wedding where Prince Harry married Meghan Markle, and not to miss an opportunity, Disney released a lot of royal wedding merchandise in the UK pavilion at Epcot. There are various different pieces including teacups, saucers and mugs, ceramic bells and a 224 carat gilded plate. Most expensive of these items seems to be $22.99 for the mug and the commemorative plate. Next up, we also have a brand new Incredible Dad Magic Band for $22.99 and also a new Pixar Emoji Magic Band for $27.99. And lastly this week, we have another couple of new releases for Toy Story Land, the first being this Alien Swirling Saucers die-cast vehicle, and this retails at $9.99 and is available at the Disney Corner right now. And finally, a brand new Slinky Dog Magic Band came out on May the 18th, which is for pass holders only, and this will be released fully on June 30th when Toy Story Land opens for everyone to purchase. That's it for another week's show from What in the World. Don't forget to let me know in the comments below which one of those new magic shots is your favourite, and if you've already had one taken, post it to our Facebook or our Twitter and we'll feature it in the show. Now, if you did like this episode of the show, please give us a massive thumbs up, as that will help us out on YouTube. And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe and also hit that notification bell. Now, you can get all the news through the week on our Facebook and Twitter pages at What in the D World. And until next week, thanks for watching, and we'll see you real soon.